Did you know that there was supposed to be a Crash Bandicoot spin-off game that was canceled? Let's talk about it.
Whoa!
What's up guys, Canadian Guy here, and back with a brand new Crash Bandicoot video. So, Crash Bandicoot has a large history of having many canceled and shelved projects. This is actually my third video talking about them. The first one was of Crash Landed, and the other one was of a canceled prototype for Crash's 20th anniversary called Crash and Burn, made in the Crytek engine. So, what's this one about? Well, you might be confused at the title of this video, saying Crush Bandicoot. Was that an error? A spelling mistake? Well, no. This was actually a pitched Crash spin-off game that didn't make it too far. Crush Bandicoot was supposed to be a spin-off that stars what was supposed to be Crash Bandicoot's evil twin brother. The game was pitched by a very small, likely now defunct company called Magenta Software back in 2004. The concept was that Cortex created yet another scientifically backed Bandicoot, which was Crash's twin, named Crush, except this time he was not as wacky as Crash, but was a lot more ill-tempered and nefarious. Cortex again was still the main bad guy of the game, and it takes place in an open world sci-fi environment. One of the main selling points of the game was the fact that Crush could use a variety of different vehicles, likely to cause destruction to all in his path. Besides that, there is not much more that is known about Crush Bandicoot. Concept art was released showing off different and weird angles of Cortex, along with a test environment that was put together that looked like a space station, and was kinda weird. Now, some of you might be wondering, wait, what did Crush Bandicoot look like? Sadly, there was absolutely no concept art that was released for Crush, so largely what he looked like overall was a mystery. However, looking at all the different thematics and colors, a lot of people assumed that Crush would have been green, as the main title is green and a lot of the colorations are green. However, there was one image that showed a tiny sneak peek of Crush. Here we can see the logo that says Crush Bandicoot, with text saying the other not very nice one. This image overall looked like a basic mock-up of the level selection menu. Well, to the left, we have what was called the Mines, and the other was Crush in a buggy cart, but with this green CRT old monitor filter. It is hard to tell what Crush looked like other than just a basic Crash model through this gigantic green filter. But as I was doing research, I noticed something. See, earlier we saw this concept piece here, and you can actually see that this exact piece was used as a placeholder for the background of this level selection mockup. So I came up with an idea. If the green CRT monitor filter that was used and overlaid on the concept piece is the exact same filter that's used overlaying Crush in his cart, and we know what the original concept piece looked like, then what if I color corrected the concept piece with the green filter to match the original concept art, and then apply the exact same correction onto the monitor that has Crush? Maybe we could see some interesting details. So I got to work. First, I threw both images through Gigapixel AI to make the images bigger, smoother, and eliminate noise. From there, I threw both images into Photoshop and started the color balancing process. I also desaturated the final image just a little bit to try and get it as close as possible to the original concept piece. This is what I came up with. Not bad. Of course, some of the colors are a few shades off, but the main colors are there. I then wrote down the color numbers for the correction and then applied it to the image of Crush Bandicoot in his cart. The shock that I was not prepared for was the fact that Crush seems to be purple. That's right, purple. From the details that we can see, he has purple fur, black hair, and yellow and red eyes with black shoes. What's also super cool about this image adjustment is that we can clearly see that the correction brings out the chrome and the yellow of the vehicle that Crush is driving. Now you might be thinking, why is Crush purple? Well, think about it. we can see a lot of the themes are, well, green, from the logo to the environments. Now, Magenta might have taken a chapter out of Insomniac's book when they saw Spyro. Spyro originally was green, but when he was running through Stone Hills and all the different levels, it was just way too much green. So they went with purple to make Spyro pop, and Magenta may have made the exact same decision as Insomniac. So, job done, right? Actually, not quite. Once again, I hired Mel the Honeybee and we got to work to recreate this new discovery. So, after studying the picture a whole bunch, this is what we came up with. The not so nice Bandicoot Crush. First things first, we wanted to go with a big smile, but with nefarious intentions. From there, we went with dark purple with a lighter purple snout, red and yellow bulging eyes, black hair, black shorts, black gloves, and the overall classic black Crash shoes. It's a really interesting contrast to look at both Crash and Crush side by side. Overall, I'm very happy with how this piece turned out. Again, thank you to Mel the Honeybee for putting it together. So, while very little is known about the game and the direction it would have taken, I feel like actually getting a grasp on what Crush Bandicoot actually looks like is something that I think is super awesome to discover. It just adds a smidge more to the history of Crash. Would you like to see Crush brought back in some way into the Crash universe? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much to all those who not only support the channel, but myself and my family. Because of your contributions, I'm able to do this full time. If you'd like to support the channel, please consider clicking the join button or becoming a Patreon with the link in the description. I also live stream every Thursday and Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come on by and say hi. Again, thank you to everyone, and I'll see you guys in the next video and or live stream.